All right, so it's the next day, and it's pretty wet. It stormed last night. Hopefully this paper's fine. That would suck if I did all this and ruined it, but looks pretty fine. I'm surprised that tape held on there, because it's so cheap. Got this puddle of water, but forgot to put that mirror right here. Ooh, wet. Ooh. I painted it yesterday too, right before it started raining. I guess what's it called? Was dry before it got wet. But I'm gonna go and move the car to the front yard so I can wet sand all of it. All right, I got the paint. I had to go to like 5 different places, but I finally got it. It was at Walmart, the one by my house, and they had like 10 cans, and it was cheaper than Lowe's, so should have came here in the first place. But I got all the paint, and I got some more tape. All right, so I wet sanded this door. It's ready for paint when it dries. It only has that right there, but that's it. I also sanded the spoiler. I sanded this a little bit. I probably should do more, but it should bond to that because I just scratched up the clear coat. But I wet sanded this door and this fender. And after I do these two and that door over there, I'm gonna start doing the top, which I probably should have started with, but I'm gonna do the top and then this pillar thing. And while I'm doing all that, I'm gonna be doing the mirrors and the bumper too, the front bumper. But I wet sanded it with 320. It's still a little bit rough. I'm gonna have to be sanding it for a while probably. I just refilled this bucket up with water. These things hold a lot of dirty water. Every time I've been putting it in there without squeezing it, it gets like black immediately. But it's still pretty rough. Like right here, right here. So after it dries, I'm not gonna finish this today, probably, to be honest. I'm gonna spray primer all over it. I got a can of primer. I'm gonna spray on it and then sand it real light. Probably another coat of primer, and then sand it, and then I'll finally do the gray because I want it to look good. Since it's gloss, it'll show like all like the imperfections in it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep sanding this, and once those dry, I'm gonna paint those. All right, so I wet sanded both the quarters, the hatch, the bumper, and all I got now is the hood and the roof and the pillar things. And the bumper should be dry, so I'm gonna spray some primer on it and hopefully sand it again. It's still a little bit wet, but it'll be fine. So I'm gonna paint this, or spray some primer on it at least, and then when it dries, I'll wet sand it. All right, so I just primered the whole thing. Again, it's like the 3rd time I primered this bumper, but it's all primered. You can really see like how bad this bumper is, like right here, over here, all this. I don't know if y'all can see. Okay, yeah, this, all this, right here, all this. I'm pretty sure I can wet sand and try and get it out, but I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of work for this bumper. I should never painted it with that black. I wish I would have knew that paint was garbage. But I gotta wet sand this bumper again and try and get all them out. All right, so the car is pretty much dry except for a little bit on the rear bumper, but I still gotta sand the roof and the pillars and stuff, so I'll have to wait to do that. But the bumper's sanded, again, at least. And I probably could sit out here all day trying to smooth this thing out. Like right here, it's still a little bit rough, which is definitely gonna show through the paint, but I really don't wanna do that. I wanna get it painted today. So after this dries, I'm gonna go and lay a coat on it. And if it looks too bad, I'll do it again, but if it don't look that bad, I'm just gonna keep it on there. But this is waiting to dry and it'll get painted. I'm about to paint that other mirror over there, and then I'm gonna sand the roof and sand the hood and the pillars, and everything will be ready to paint. All right, so I got a can and a half. Hopefully it's enough to paint this thing, and hopefully it turns out good. Alright, so you still see the indentions, like the rough spots, like here, all down here, right here. But honestly, I really don't care about it no more. Like sanding anymore or nothing. I probably should. I'll probably regret it later, but I don't really care right now. But now I'm just gonna finish wet sanding because I have the hood and all that to do. So I'm probably just gonna lay some paper like this over the fender I just painted, this side and this side, and then wet sand the hood and probably dry it off with a towel or something so it don't run on the fender or through the paper. And then I gotta do the roof. So yeah, just painted the hood. I wiped it down with this stuff. I used it for my dash. I wiped it down with this stuff before I sprayed it, and it got a lot of the like small stuff up, and it got some some paint up from when I just wet sanded it a minute ago. It got some paint up from that I didn't get with the hose. So I'm gonna wipe down the doors, the top. I'm just gonna wipe down everything before I paint it, just in case. I don't have much left, but it should be enough to wipe all of it down. But it's still a little bit wet back here. This door is also still a little bit wet. So I'm gonna wait until it's completely dry and then start painting everything. All right, so I got the doors painted, or just this door, the roof and the hood. But also I figured out like each can, the paint looks different. So like if you run out halfway on this hood, you can't do the other half with another can. So this hood is pretty much trash now. So I gotta resand this whole hood and do it again. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this, to be honest, because this is gonna take more than one can. But I don't know, I'll have to figure it out, because the cans are like, they all have different color paint. Like on here, I ran out like halfway, and you can't really tell, but I had to spray the whole paint in another color. Oh.
It's okay.
Just open the door. Can I tape behind the door? Don't leave yet. Alright, so I guess it looks alright. Not really as good as I was hoping, but definitely better. It's not the lighting better. That hood is trash. I gotta redo this hood. Okay, we gotta pick all this up real quick. Alright, so I'm done painting it. It looks alright, I guess. You can tell it's like a spray paint job. I'm putting on the lights. What's it called? Mirrors. I put on the tail lights. I'll put on the headlights and stuff, and probably drive it since I'm legal now. But I gotta finish putting the mirrors on and everything else, and yeah. All right, so now she's put together. It's doing that thing where it is messed up right here, so that kind of sucks. But I got the turn signals in, the headlights, tail lights, the mud flaps. Honestly, it don't look that bad looking at it now. I need to put this inside piece in. but it definitely could have looked a lot better if I just would have like I don't know, cared more. If I would have, well, if I would have more money, it'd look better. But I don't know. I don't really like it that much. Probably won't be too much longer and I'll be sanding it again. And that headlight looks so weird. I gotta hook my lights up real quick. See if they still work. All right, so I got the last couple pieces. They should be done. You can kind of see how, like, what I was talking about, like the different paint color. The door is like lighter than the fender and the quarter panel. I gotta paint that side skirt, but it's like lighter. I don't know. It's weird how that paint was. I also got it from like a couple different places, so that might have something to do with it. But I got this piece for right here, and then the sun visor things. All right, so she's officially done. It literally took like all day, but she's done. I gotta redo the hood, and I gotta redo this side skirt. Well, do it, and it's 7:30. But at least she's done. I think she looked better than she did this morning. There's a couple of runs in here. Let me find one. I'm not gonna find one. But the paint don't look that bad, to be honest. Dang, I gotta put these things on. But other than that, I think it's actually all the way done. I'll start her up real quick. Hopefully. She's been acting weird. She hasn't been really wanting to start up lately. But come on. All right. All right. Let's see if my headlights still work. Looks like I have one out over here. Ooh. Or is this dim? Oh, it's that housing. Oh, wow. Cleaning that housing made it look so much brighter. Look. That's what's from that housing being cleaned. And that's bright. Wow. That's so cool. Look, it looks so much brighter over there, too. Like, right? Like, it looks white. I definitely need to get a new housing for this side. And also, I wired these LEDs because because it was so dirty before I cleaned it. These are pretty bright too. They don't look that bright for real, but they are. They're a little bit. Nah, headlights are definitely brighter. But I want to take it on a drive. So I'll drive it and hopefully it goes good.
All I gotta do is drop the dot on you and they gon' blish. They come sliding through, hop out masked up, they go them killers. And I cannot wait, put they brand new stick on a gorilla. Since they wanna hate, keep on killing, blow this shit up big. I could demonstrate how to blow the top up off a nigga. Say heavyweight, but if he ain't killing, I don't feel him. Make it escalate, get the beat turned way up to the ceiling. I bet they gon' say, when he went out, he took everything with him.